This is Marcus King Trio with Sin's a Good Man's Brother. CVT guitar lesson for Ted. Ted, this guy is awesome. It's like if you mix Black Sabbath with Soundgarden. That's what it reminds me of. Great singer, great player. The drummer's phenomenal. He really has kind of the Bill Ward vibe to his drumming. So I'm really eager to listen to some more music from these guys. I love it when that happens. Tuning in this is standard. I'm looking for the initial page. So there's an intro on here. He's got vibe, which is that pulsating, the speed knob, reverb, delay, a lot of different effects. There's a wah pedal in there. I don't know if it's manual or auto wah, but it's pretty prominent to where in some parts it's almost louder than the actual sound of the notes. Mainly on this intro, it gets real fuzzy like Hendrix kind of. So the start, it's section 1A. It's from the top string down, open 11, mute 9. So open 11, mute 9, open B, open E. So we have, let's see. And then from there, that's going to ring out. Move it a whole step flat, just the whole shape. Go 2 frets back, strum that. Little vibrato. Strum the top 4 strings and slide it to 7/6. A little tricky because one string is going a whole step, the other is going a half step. So the actual shape of that chord is moving. Your outline is. That's what's happening there. So we have. That's the first one. Let that ring, and then open E, 6G, you're already there. Let that ring as you go 6G, slide 4. Drop the 5A in there, let it ring, and back to the 4G vibrato. So that little part is vibrato, if you can. A little tricky with chords to vibrato sometimes. Open E. And then 12, 14, GD. I believe these are holds as well. And then he shifts over to this. So you'll go 12 open DG. And then he does them 2 times quicker. Love that part. So you'll go DG, DG, open D, hammer 11. And then bring the 12G in, vibrato rest. So that is a hold as well. You have 2 notes ringing together. Let's take it from that little subgroup. Pause. Open E, 12G, 11D, you're already there. And then slide the 11 to 10, and then bring the 12G in. So it's vibrato, it's still a hold, GD where it sits. Alright, so let's take it from that initial, again. Then he kind of slowly starts increasing the volume. You'll go open A, hammer 3, slide 7. And you don't really hear the 3rd fret. You hear the effect of that slide. Once you get there, bar it, and you're going to go 7G, 9D, open E, and then GDE. So you have 7 hammer 9D, 7 9 GD. Do that again. From the hammer. And then an open E at the end. GDA after that. But the 7 on the A is going to hammer 9, slide to 11, and then 9G. So it's, love love those 2-note things. After you get there, 2 open E's. You can't hear them really precisely in there because of the effects, but they have a close-up on his hand, so I can see what he's going for on there. So we have, but no pause. 9, slide 7 on the G. Let's do that again. And then let the 7G ring as you go open E, and then 7G, open D, 7A. I'm going to go middle finger up here twice. 7, slide 6G. And then open D, 7A. It's really cool. So, oops, do it again. And then GDA. 6, slide 4G. Let that ring as you play 5-4-A-G. So it's, there's a lot of string skipping going on. Rest there, but stay there. Go 5, open 4, A, D, G. That's after you get there. So you have, and then 5, slide 2, use your 3rd finger, slide to 11 on the A, and right back to the 9G, open D, 11A twice. So it's top of page 3, 9 open GD, and then 11A, slide 9, 7 open 9 twice, GDA, and then GD. So let's take it from that 11 slide. 7, slide 6G, let it ring as you go 7A, and then go 6, open 7, GDA, and then 6G. Let's do the whole from the 11A slide. And then 9, open 7, ADG. You're going to strum it, slide it over to 7-6. Try to let that open D ring through that. And then slide again to 5-4. Only one strum. Once you get there, open D, and then go 4G, 6D, 5A. You're going to do that twice. Then you're going to go 5-5-AD. Rest, leave it ringing as you go 4G, and then 5-DA 2 times. And then 5-4-AD. So that last part is, that's in 34 seconds. And he finishes it with 5, slide 7E, 5A, 7, slide 9D, 7G vibrato. That's it. So the main riff that I introed this lesson with comes in at 38 seconds. This is a Sabbath riff. Open E twice, put a pause in between them, and then open again, 5, slide 7 on the E, 5A vibrato rest. 7E, and then 5 hammer 7 on the A twice, quickly. And then go to the open E, kind of starts it over. So just up to the 5A, and then he changes the ending of it to 7-5A, down up, 7E down, and then go 5-3 bend. So that ending is, and then that's the whole section, 4 times, 4th time no star. Let's do the 3rd and 4th. Right there. Instead, you're going to go open E, 3, slide 5A, and then up, down, up, open E. And then 7A, open E, 7A. So it's really cool. Minute 1 is section 1C. This is the verse. They do a downbeat. He's singing, but they chose to put no guitar chord there. So it's going to be a measure of nothing, and then 577 ADG, and then open E twice. It's like that fill we did earlier. But he goes 7-5 E, and then that's down up, and then 5 hammer 7 on the A twice. So back to the open E, rest, and start it again. And that's almost a full repeat. Except the end goes 3 full open on the E. Then you hit a E power chord, 7-9 AD. So we have. Then you're repeating from the D chord. This is 4 times. So the 4th time, you don't play the E5. You're going to go, you are, but it starts the next section, 1D at a minute 47. So 7-9 AD, 4 count, from 5-7 AD, which is a D power chord, up to 10-12, you're going to slide it. And then back to this riff. And then, and that whole thing is 2 times. Follow the double dots. All right, moving on. Section 2A, 204. It's a D sliding to a E power chord. 5-7 AD, slide to 7-9. Vibrato, back to D. Do it again. Slide to 10-12, and then strum it. That's it for that section. Solo at 214. Now there's a lot of leads, so rather than go explain everything, this would be about a hour-long video. I'm just going to slowly go through the riffs. If there's anything crazy, I'll explain to you. Now, I know you don't want the fingerings on your tabs, so just kind of, if you need to, follow what I'm doing on it. But fingering, you know, we can use different fingers. So we have, next one. Then we have, love that. I do want to explain something on the end there. A lot of half step bends, but the last 3 notes on page 4, 14 DA, I kind of bar that rather than lift the finger as you go. Pick it how you want, but I would definitely not use, you could use 2 fingers. Just, it's a lot of cramming if you do. So you have a lot easier to just bar that. All right, top of page 5, starting on 12E. It's a cool little run here. He goes, I'm gonna go. Yeah. Okay, 2 times second no star. You're gonna go back to the very beginning then. Then you don't play the star section. Go past the double dots to 224 timestamp and do this. Just straightforward pentatonic. Repeat the solo, no star, and then come in at 229 with this. One more time. And then we're going to go 16, side 14, pull 12 on the G. Glitch slide. You shouldn't hear the 16. And then that's a repeat riff. Go-to riff. We all have them. And then the next one is this. And then he goes a 1 time through, and then 235 timestamp. See, you You're going to repeat 12, 15 on the B, bend, and 12E, do that 5 times. That's the run. When you come off the 15 bend, be careful that you don't go, let it drop on the tip of your index, let that be touching string 2. Kind of bar that. It's a cool little run for 3 notes. And then the rest, two and a half step bend release from 14G, bending it to 19. Surprised I'm not out of tune after that. And then at 2:42 we have, okay, top of page 6, 2:43 timestamp, we have this. That's cool. Kind of Jimmy Page sounding a little bit. He's got a good melody to his playing. Okay, next line down, 15B. And then you're going to go 10 times. 10 times of this. You'll go. It's a real common riff, actually. Okay, same idea coming off the bend. Let that B drop on the tip of the index. I like to go down, up, down, pull. Anyways, 10 of those, and then 15E, 4 fret bend. And I'll snap it if I do it. But it's 4 frets, bending a G to a B. I think that's just a straight bend, and then vibrato it without bending, and then we have it's that one, and then slide. 2:57 timestamp, 16 times. He's just doing a trill. It's 9D, pick, hammer 12, and then pull. Just a bunch. Probably don't need to count them. And then he'll go. Oops. What he does after 16, slide back, come back, hammer, pull, slide back, come back. Really does 4 of those. So 16 of the one, it's just a straight trill. And then 4 of those. And then 12D, we're going to slide to 14 and go. That's twice from the 14D. So, experiment with fingering there. I use 2 different fingerings on that. Twice through, and then we go. Yeah, that's cool. Pick, hammer, hammer, slide, pick. Top of page 7. 16, slide 14G. Again. Then you'll see the start of double dots, which is going to be 15E, pre-bend 15B, which we were bending it prior to, and then 15E, and then bend the 15B. That's going to go 8 times. It's 8 times. Okay, then just one of them, 15E, 15B bend, 8 times. Okay, 15B bend vibrato. 317 timestamp. 15 GB. Try to grab them both. Pre-bend release. And then 15B, 2.5 step bend hold release. 8 times of that. Kid you not. Sounds like a bomb dropping. Okay, on the B string, we're gonna go 12-15. Let's do that one more time. It's cool. A lot of notes in there. Top of page 8. Solo number 2. Wait a minute. Well, you're going to hit some repeats at 328, section 1B, 1C, and 1D. But then you get back to more soloing. And it's 5 slide 7E, 5A twice. And then the next part goes. Wait, see. Times, and then that's cool. Next line down, 7D, we're going to slide 9, 7G twice, do that 4 times. Pinch harmonic 7G 6 times, and then 9D twice, slide 7. Half step bend on the 5. Palm mute 7 AD or AE. So we have. That's cool. Little half step bends are super common for like blues rock stuff. Adds a lot of feel to it. Compared if you don't, it would be, you know, as opposed to. Right. 445 timestamp, we have this. And then. Let's do that one more time. This is a lot of stuff. Okay, the next little run. Let's do that again. That's the end of that. See. It's awesome. 453 timestamp. We have this. And then they'll do 4 of these. So it's 4 slide 6 on the G, and add the 5B to it 3 times. So top of page 9, 6G, 5B twice. So that's just added to what we did. 5 minutes in, we have this 5G slide to 9, and then 9/8 G and B 4 times vibrato through all of it, and then slide off. Okay, next is 15B bend vibrato, pre-bend release pulls at 12, pinch harmonic 14G bend. 505 timestamp. Ooh. 12 hammer 13, and then bar 12 BE. 15 pull 12 on the B. Love that. Let's do from the second to the last line there. right, then the last line, 5/11 timestamp, 12B for our start. 5 times of this. Pull, so you do 12B, 15G, pull 14/12, and a 14D. Do that 5 times. I would start that with an up, end it with a down. And then, after 5 of those, you'll go 13B. He moves the whole thing up. So, theory-wise, that would be out of key, but it works. It really does work. He adds a 13D to the end, though. So, and then 16 on the G, pull 15, 17, 14D. Then go to G, 14, 15, 16. That's all hammers. So you have interesting run. Top of page 10, this is our last page. 15G, you're going to kind of do a trill. 16, 15, and 14. And then 5/17, another one. 12, 14, 16, 14, 12. It's ascending, descending. 14, pull 12 on the G. Oops. 13, pull 12, 10 on the A. So all of that is, let's go from the 5/17 timestamp. And then we're going to go up to 12A. And we're going to pick hammer 14 and 17. So you got to jump up. But it's not super quick there. But right here is 10 on the E, hammer 12, 14. Same thing on the A twice. And then 11, 12, 11 on the D string, pick, hammer, pull. So it's... And then 14A. So after that, we're almost done with this solo. And then 12, 14, GD, and 12A. So that's the end of that solo. 521 section 1B. No 59-second timestamp. In place of that, this is the end of the song. It's a G power chord. 3-5-E-A. Move up to 5-7-7-6. It's like a bar chord, but he goes. And then this fill at the end. Yeah. And there you have it. A full 10 pages. So love this guy. I'm gonna definitely listen to some more of his music and check it out. Thanks, Ted. Appreciate you.